Hey there, responders and RMPs. Chrissy Brooks here with hypothetical for week ending 8/23/2025. As you can tell, my webcam is not working, which is too bad. So we're going to have to go through it without me, which is no big deal. So grab your decision tree and let's dig right in. We're going to work through our decision tree, reading every word out loud because it's good practice and it's going to keep our mind fresh. So here's our situation. A box with both a non-flammable gas 2.2 hazard label and the UPS hazardous material shipping papers UN 1006 argon compressed 2.2 is leaking on a belt line. There's a small hissing noise coming from within this box. When you open the box, you find one cylinder of argon that the valve has come loose on. There are no fumes that irritate the skin, visible fumes, smoke, or irritating odors. Answer the questions below based on this scenario. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here and let you go through your decision tree. We'll be right back. All right, so as we go through our decision tree, in our top box is the leaking package. We're not generating heat, smoke, visible fumes, or vapors, irritating the inner skin or eyes in any way. We're not leaking too large of a quantity to absorb. So we go down to our next box, and we do have a diamond hazard label. So we're going to move on. It's not something that's prohibited in our system. It's also not something that's allowed in our system, but that we don't clean up. So that moves us over to, can you determine by any visible means that the package contains a household product such as paint, personal care products, or common household chemicals? Again, that one is a no. So we're going to end up in the yellow box. Package and related spill must be handled by the UPS designated responder. So we're going to have a responder cleaning this one up. And then which response sheet or containment sheet did we utilize for this spill? We are going to find our non-flammable gas response sheet. And let's go ahead and find that response sheet. It is on page 11. So turn to page 11. And we'll go ahead and go through this. May be poison if it's inhaled. Vapor may be extremely irritating. Contact may cause burns to the skin and eyes. Material may burn but will not ignite readily. Cylinder may explode if exposed to heat or fire. Some liquid cryogenics, such as liquid nitrogen, may be extremely cold when first released. If there's noticeable skin irritation due to fumes or vapors, do not attempt to continue the cleanout. Follow the chain of command. Notify your environmental coordinator, and an outside responder must be called in immediately. We're going to wear our goggles, boots, apron, and gloves for this one. First, we're going to attempt to close the valve. Then we're going to remove the leaking cylinders outdoor to a well-ventilated area away from heat or fire. Place a warning sign or use caution tape in the area to warn other employees to keep away. Follow supplier instructions as to the return or disposition of the cylinder. If the supplier cannot be contacted, seal the non-leaking cylinder into a DMP bag with all shipping labels visible and notify your environmental coordinator, who will arrange for the disposal of the material. Waste disposal and decontamination, UPS small package. Designated responders shall refer to the waste disposal flowchart for proper disposition of the package contents and contaminating packaging or debris. Refer to your decontamination checklist for the response and disposal process. After the response and disposal process is completed, decontaminate any areas of the body or equipment that may have been exposed by utilizing the decontamination checklist. So, which one of these? This one. Follow supplier instructions as to the return or disposition of the cylinder. Moving on, hopefully, yes, you can get into ETT. I know that I need to access that waste disposal flowchart electronically for every leaker that I'm going to dispose of. If you don't know how, go ahead and click here for a little YouTube video about how to do that. So, spilled or leaking liquid or powder, surrender to the DMP. We didn't spill outside of a vehicle. We didn't enter a drain. We don't have reportable quantity. Does the spilled product fall into one of these categories? Contains nicotine or other acute hazardous waste, biohazard substance or biomedical, pressurized cylinder. So we are going to end up in our red box, and we are going to refer to Appendix Q. That's going to tell us what we need to do with this pressurized cylinder. So red box. And what do we do with those RCRA RCRA Clean containers? We're going to throw those away. What tool do we use that tells us how to dispose of hazardous materials? Our waste disposal flowchart. And hopefully you've got your DOK done. If not, shoot me an email and I will get you a copy of it. And then everybody's favorite slide, go ahead, use the drop downs, find your information. If you are not in the drop downs, contact your health and safety supervisor because your uh, respiratory indicator is not turned on. So make sure you click this brown button when you are finished with your drop downs so it submits your information. That's all I got for you this week. We'll see everybody next time. Have a great, safe week.